Well, hey, good afternoon. We're down at the decimated desert swamp. It's trying to make a comeback. I was actually trying to catch some dragonflies. Yes, Lex's relatives live here. Well, they were living here. Now they're going to live elsewhere. Lots and lots and lots. Well, not lots of mosquitoes, because there's not lots of mosquitoes in these parts, actually. Not most often. Okay, that's a shitty spot. Let's see if we can find a good place for the camera. Sit with the dogs. Go back to the beginning here. To the beginning of Homo sapiens time. How's that, bear? This little fucker. Balanced. Alright, that seems to be level. But too far down, right? Yes, unless we're all gonna lay in the dirt. Which I was earlier. Made it here and just too exhausted. Had to have a nap in the dirt. The dogs helped me though. Yeah, that ought to do it. Just balance it. Hey, go pose over there. So we can see if this is set up right. Yeah, that should be good. Alrighty. Oh. Better just double check and make sure it is rolling. Ouch. Okay, so yeah, well here, let's go back. 12,997 years ago. And that's, well, that's when we had the last big storm. But we're not going to talk so much about space weather today, just the odd reference. That's kind of a doggone story. Oops. Hole in the pants. Yeah, the doggone story. So, you know, we had the big Clovis event there. Wiped out most of the life in the northern hemisphere, and my ancestors, tried to survive. There's lots of remnants of the tunnels. Check the playlist there. I'll put one on the link here, right here. See, our camera's not too good here. Hey guys! So, and some of them had pretty high technology, you know? That's what your arc and all that shit's about. Which is really just a cloud computing device, only Google, I guess. That Zordoff movie kind of captured it. How's this gonna be? Nope, still not high enough. Oh, bear with me, guys. Girls. Everything in between. Hey, dogs, you want to come back here? You can help me tell the story or not? How's that? The problem is I go uphill the more I go back. So, you know, we're kind of... Yeah, well. I'll just try and get comfortable. Mo! Nose off the camera lens, please, sweetie. Okay, I think that's got it. Oh wow, this is just impossible. Okay, so one more shot at it. There we go, good enough. Hey guys, here, sit here. Come sit with me. Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm gonna tell the dog story. You okay? I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, you got something in your foot. Yeah. You okay? Oh. It's a bad leg too, right? Am I gonna have to carry you home? Sorry, buddy. Just kind of twisted it on you, didn't I? Yeah, that's where he tore his pants a long time ago when he was a pup. And injured a few times since. So there we are, you know, whatever could survive on the surface did, and whatever survived underground did, and the most vital technology, of course, was, you know, life support shit, and the knowledge base. You gotta have a huge fucking knowledge base to extend yourself into high technology. Huge. There is no fucking magic. That's just a fantasy to manipulate people to where they, you know, their ego and their imagination takes over on misinterpreting things. Occasionally somebody behind the strings, behind the scene pulling their strings, making the magic happen. So here we go. We come up 8,000 years ago, you know. It's when some of us started to wake up out of the slumber. Not me. I mean, I was born in 1964. Conceived in somewhat earlier, but precisely a product of the atmospheric testing. Kind of had a play in my beginnings. Well, and here we're doggone it. People that weren't from Earth, beings that weren't from Earth. Your Anunnaki, some of your Syrian scripts talk about it. And they were, you know, they dug around. Oh fuck, there were hominids here. Oh hey, fuck. Hey, let's do a Monsanto on them, and they, you know, they went to work trying to do genetic patents on you. They had no fucking idea what they were doing. Not real fucking science at all. Guesswork, just like Monsanto and outfits like that. You know, oh here, we'll just whack off a chromosome sequence here or there, and maybe tamper with this and change that and add over here if we can and see what we get. And well, and there you go. And then they got busted because, well, my ancestors started to come up and, whoa, what's this? Oh, what do you mean there's like a couple 100,000 of you? Well, let's see how it goes. And it didn't go very well, apparently, and, you know, no point waking up the rest of us. And so, well, there they sat in stasis underground, and in the few places that remained that actually survived that Ragnarok storm, that time 13,000 years ago, which was primarily a supernova inclusion, huge CME, you know. Only instead of, you know, it's a little different coming out of a supernova. You get everything. So here we are, you know, 8,000 years ago. We're trying to figure out you know, how's this gonna work? You know, just, clearly it wasn't going to, and these folks that came here, they apparently, well, apparently they your cattle. Basically, the way we treat cattle and livestock. So you get the picture. Their sickness is yours, is ours. I mean, I eat meat to stay alive, so you know, I'm just as bad as they were and you were. I try to at least be able to afford the curse. Yeah, there's sentient life, not to disrupt its progression. Because you go extinct if you don't get up there far enough to do the Star Trek thing. You go extinct way sooner. Well, I don't know. Apparently, dogs decided they loved you guys and they were part of the council, because it's not like the sociopathic thing Homo sapien has now, where, you know, strictly for the sake of subjugation convenience. It's something that was manufactured and progressed, and I mean, really, it's a social illness, totally disabling. They weren't, you know, oh, well, you're not in my family, so I own everything! That kind of nature generally took care of that shit before it got epidemic. Okay, well, so what was left of mine, I guess they didn't wake anyone, and, oh, fuck, man. Okay, here's the deal. We'll give you one whole cycle. I can't really tell you what all they got in exchange. I don't, you know, I wasn't there. Because if they're like me, I could understand doing something like that. And you could see there was going to be incompatibility and no ability to, you know, get along with this new young mutated, really, offspring of us. So there you go, you know. Everyone who was of the mind did their vote in their own way, and clearly the dogs, who have precedent over all the hominids, they've been here a lot longer, and more resilient, I must add, just because they don't take guns and shoot humans that were shooting them or whatever, you know. Don't measure by your limited standard. Guys, no, we're not going nowhere. Stay here. Bear! Hey, bear! Oh. And that's how humans became dogs' best friend. It was their vote alone. No, just fucking leave them. We love them. Look at, obviously, we think they should be here, and we got the bigger say. And, well, I don't know. Maybe there just hasn't been enough good examples for you guys to mature. Because you didn't get any better, any more sustainable. You got worse. You know, you built clubs, and then you built spears, and then arrows, and then hollow steel penises that shoot ballistic lumps of metal. You know, and then you did bombs and missiles and nuclear detonations and energy weapons. And clearly you're not sustainable. You were doing this fighting for whoever was going to get everything without even fucking looking to the heavens to what befell my folks. And you did even worse. You blew off all these fucking nukes. I've got very, very, very strong indications that you had lots of subliminal guidance. Basically, think Avatar. What did they call it in the old days? Demon possessed. A lot of you have suffered all kinds of influences like that. Many of you are aware of MK Ultra experiments, what they can do with their little crop tech to induce things into you. You know, trust me, when you travel the stars, you can do a hell of a lot more than that. Okay? A Bic lighter or a Polaroid would make you a god 30 years ago, 40 years ago. Read between the lines. Yes, ma'am. I just wasted the last bit of my life trying to tell it like it is. And I built on other people's examples that are trying to do the same thing, which many of you that have bothered to come back to my hard to listen to's have done the same, and you acted in good conscience, and you moved towards sentience, and I hope it'll continue. But I gotta tell you, just like I was sending you guys a couple days ago there, well, Friday night, well, you know, basically, there's been many parties behind the scene, and some of them want the core. That's a valuable fucking jewel. Very, very rare. Especially in that state. Basically, you use it as a power source, and then you mine it out, and you got all that metal. Which is not the right term, but we'll just say it's a big stainless steel ball to keep with your what you've been taught. And you know, it's like a build while you travel kind of ship. And well, you all probably know the Borg from Star Trek. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Seriously, I'm joking. That's what you got coming. Through whatever the fuck possessed you guys to be blowing off all these fucking nukes. You know, like a 7-year-old with explosives. I was making my own by the time I was 6 or 7. Without full knowledge of the implications, and well, as you're just barely beginning to quander now, as you kind of start to pull things apart and learn how to watch them with your atom crushers, your little toy Thor hammers like Lucerne, when your accelerators, you know. Starting to learn that there's a whole lot more that's released when you start to go that critical on matter, and more so at the higher levels, which is how you're gonna power the fucking the mood to get out of here at the last moment. So when these fucking core exit fucking stealing fucking Borg, we'll just call them, when they drop in out of orbit with their gigantic fucking recovery ship, their shipbuilding ship, if you want. Well, hard to say how much they can slow or change their orbit, or exactly when they'll get here, and all the shit in between here and where they are, and well, they're gonna have a surprise. I briefed on Big Blurb. I think it's Truth and Survival, maybe episode 10 or something like that. Basically, you fucked your core. It's well into the process of imploding. by the time this interstellar weather gets through with it, which means that you can't come or leave orbit or nothing. Not in anything you guys have. No, you could, but you'd have to make it like a 200-year trip just to get to the edge of the heliosphere boundary there. Wow. So you get the picture. It gets very dusty out there during these times. I can't give you the measurements or the densities or a meaningful forecast. Might be able to narrow it down a little once NASA and the gang start, and ESA and all the rest, and JASA, and you know, start sharing the information more, and let the public correlate it, and you know, expose more of your assets and what you've got for observation, and we can construct ways to configure it and really get some kind of a forecast going on here. Beyond, well, last time it happened like this, we were fucked, you know. In the 13th millennium BC. Okay. Look through my playlist there. There's all kinds of fucking shit. You want to see the fucking evidence? Well, that'll point you in the direction, and then you can go and you fucking have a look. And you see what these people saw. If you've got that kind of time and resources. And some of you fuckers do. So, what can we make remain? Well, nothing here, because there's, you know, as I told you guys before, the Earth is well on its way to critical singularity, and that's what you'll have. And then it'll suck everything else in, including these fucking bastards that set you up, the core exit fuckers. Without getting into evidence. It won't be the first fucking time I've come to the understanding of. I haven't personally examined the evidence. No, I can't leave the Earth. Thanks to that there starfish fish prime thingy there, and well, you know, it's like getting struck by lightning twice. There's a lot to physics you're just beginning to see. Remember, we said that already? I can't leave. We'll just leave it there. This is this is where I'll end up, but that doesn't mean we can't get something off. Send our fucking data out, and then start sending our DNA out. All the time, people can be fucking restoring the fucking moon. When the Earth goes, you use the Hammer of Thor kind of technology. Exactly the process you see going on in coronal holes at the moment of CME, when the magnetic field collapses in on the magnetic field under extreme conditions. There's your engines. Okay, there's your Hammer of Thor. Don't fucking be using it to beat each other. If you fucking assholes can just stop all this fucking shit and join together as one, not under one or under a dozen or 13 or any of this fucking shit. Everybody have equal fucking authority and responsibility and ability. Those are the big things. You gotta fucking make that happen real fucking quick if you want any chance Some of you might be able to take your fucking life, and I'm telling you, it's your only fucking life. Sure, you can download into the Ark of Covenant kind of technology, and that becomes part of a database. That is not you. You'll know nothing about it. When you die, there's nothing left. Your matter. Your unanimated matter. And any examples you left behind. Okay? You want to take your life, your body, and some of you, perhaps we could do that if there's time. Take the moon. Okay? When the Earth goes, trust me, you could get the fucking moon going. Well before it's captured in the event horizon and becomes part of my Earth's singularity. The black sun. Hey. It's up to you guys. This fucking New World Order, global Zionism nonsense. Again, is a bunch of fucking avatar drones that are doing it, and a bunch of fools who are now poisoned electronically and chemically and psychologically for years. Which is really all of us, including the dogs. Okay? Sorry. Your leaders, and your gurus, and all this fucking shit. Your subjugators, that's what they really are. Scammers, criminal syndicates behind each and every one of them, and with their main goal is covet, cheat, and gain, just like JFK said. And many others before him. They're all the ones that made this fucking happen. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, that was the destiny of the core of our Earth. But you should have had a lot longer, and you don't now. These things were all calculated out, not to precision, because the universe is dynamic and living. So is the galaxy, so is the star cluster, so is the solar system, so is this ecosphere, this Earth, so is bear, so is that little microorganism on him. Very cute couple, eh? Grr. We love each other. Most a little bit older. One season. They're the ones that made this fucking happen, and you all made it happen. Me too. Okay, I started fucking standing up when I was fucking 17 years old, and I've been paying the price ever since, saying, no fucking way, I know about this fucking shit. No fucking nukes, you're not gonna use this shit this way. No, you got these fucking avatared fucking leaders, fake fucking stealers and cheaters and haters, using fear to make you all fucking contribute and do the wrong fucking things. And I tell you, they're all under the influence. I can only see one fucking being that would gain, and it's not your fucking creators, the ones that fucking GMO'd all your genetics to try and pull exactly what you see Monsanto and a few other asshole corporations trying to do. Mine, mine, mine! No. You can own your own life, that's it. They're not the ones behind this. They are the ones behind fucking you up and keeping you ignorant and unsentient, so they could actually... And they're not coming... They never wanted you. No, you're just the destructive sampling at the end of the fucking harvest to tell what, okay, we got Joe and Marlene's genes and the genes of all their children and their grandparents and okay, now let's test and let's see what it can do under stress. Let's see what it'll do when we do this or that. Never mind, you. They care fucking less about you. They want the fucking G on it.